Hello, namaste everyone. Myself Pooja Gupta and huge welcome to my channel Code with Pooja Gupta. It's day 7 of our consistency and we are here to solve LeetCode DSA questions. And not only LeetCode, any kind of a DSA question which help us to improve ourselves. And the main aim of our series is to consistent with the DSA. So day by day we can improve our level and we will learn how efficient we code. Okay, so let's continue with the next challenge we have. So today I took an array question and the question from a LeetCode and the question number is 1299 and the title of the question is replace the element with the greatest element on the right side. So title totally clear that what we need to do. Okay, and I don't think that I have to explain what the title justify and what the things are. Yes, then it is an easy level of question. Okay, so let's continue the description. So given an array ARR, replace every element in that array with the greatest element among the elements to its right and replace the last element with -1. Okay, so I took an array. The array is 1, 2, 4 and 3. Okay, so on taking the first element, what is the on taking the first element? Okay, so what are the element in the right side and which is the greatest? So the right side of the 1 there are the 2, 3 and 4, and which one is greatest? Of course 4 is greatest, so 1 is replaced with a 4. I am just saying the replace, not the 4 will be 1. I am not changing that they are swapping, they are replacing. Okay, then again 2. So now for a 2, for a 2 from in its right side, what are the elements in the right side? 4 and 3. Okay, so with 4 and 3, which one is greater? Of course 4 is greater, so 4. 2 will replace with 4. Now again, for 4, in the right side which element is? There is only one 3 element is. Okay, then for a 4, which element is greater? Only 3 is there, so 3 is greater, so it will be a 3. Then is 3 is any element in the right of the 3? No, there is no element in the right of it. Why? Because it is an end element of the array. So for an end element of array, what we have to replace the last element with -1. So there is a -1. This is what we need to do in the question. I think I clearly explained what the thing is. If you don't, so continue with the video and watch full video for more clarification. Okay. So now continue with the example 1. Okay. In example, what is 17, 18, 5, 4, 6, 1. Okay, the output will be this. And let's continue with the explanation. I am explaining 1. Okay, for index 0, what is at index 0? What is that? It's 17. So the greatest element to the right of index 0 is index 1. That is 18. Yes, of course, what we explained here was here that in the right of the 17, which one is greater? 18 is greater. So 18, here is 18. In the right of 18, what is greatest? 6, so 6 is here. In the right of 15, which one is greater? Of course 6, so 6 will be again. In the right of 4, which one is greater? Of course 6 is. In the right of 6, which one is greater? So it's 1, so 1 will be here. And the 1 is the last element of the array, so -1. Okay, so you can clear with this bit. Again to the next example. So ARR only having a one element, and if AR has a last element, so what we need to do? Just put -1. That's it. Okay, so if there are no element in the right of the index 0, so just put -. Now the most important thing, constraint. In my last 6 videos I explained that why constraint are important. So this is why. Okay, So the length of the array will be any length between 1 to 10 to the power 4. So 10 to the power 4 is 10 after 4 is between 1 lakh. So 1 to 1 lakh any length. Okay. Then similarly, any element in the array, there is any number between any number element will be between 1 to with from 1 to 10 to the power 5. Okay. So I think it's clear. Okay. So now with the boilerplate code. So now what we have to need, first of all we need a particular number which will store the maximum value. So int max equals to -1. Why put it -1? Because I did constraint carefully. And what the constraint says? The constraint said an array contain a number which is between 1 to 10 to the power 5. It means a number. We can also put max equals to 0. But for a practice, I am just using -1. Okay. So what it contain? It will contain or hold max number. Okay. Now I am using a for loop. I am using for loop to iterate through a loop. Okay. I is less than, it's arr dot length -1. Of course -1. So I am just putting one more change here. I am using arr dot length -2. I am explaining it last that why I am using arr -2 length -2. Okay. Now I have to find max. If arri is I have to use here two loops, and it is because and j equals to i plus 1. Okay. And j is less than equal to arr dot length -1, and of course j plus plus. Okay. If arr j is greater than max, then we just need to what? We just need to put max to arr j. Okay. Yes. So and here from this loop what we get the max value, and after getting the max, what we have to do? Arri equals to max. Got it? And of course I also do one thing here, is iterate to -1 and check if I is equal to arr dot length, sorry I just put it here, dot length, then I just use arri equals to -1 and this simply break. Okay, and this after this max equals to -1 again, and it is in for loop, and just return arr. Okay, then I have to explain what the things are going here. So first of all, what we need to find? We have to find greatest among the elements from the right side. Okay, so just consider in 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so if I have to find in the right side of I, so from where I have to start? I have to start from here. So I need two pointers, I and j. That's why I am using a first loop here, I, and the second loop is here. So I will use to point it from at which we were to replace, and j will find what to replace. Okay, then I'm using here if. Okay, so it is clearly says in our question that what is told, replace the last element with the minus 1. Okay, so here I just do that thing that if I is equal to ARR dot length minus 1. Actually I have to put minus 1 because the last element. Okay, I just did a mistake here. ARR dot length minus 1. Then what I have to put? I have to put ARR minus 1. ARR I equals to minus 1 and just break through loop. I am breaking here loop because it was the last element and there is no other iteration after that. So I have to just break. Okay. And also here I'm just checking the case that if the ARRG is greater than the max, where I have to put the for 1, we start from j equals to 2, so it will check it's minus 1 is 2 is greater than minus 1. If yes, so max will get the 2. Okay, then again go iterate loop start iterating. Okay, then what do we have? We have j we have 2 in the max, so an ARR j will point 3. Then 3 is greater than 2. Here it is. So what max will point now? Store, it will store 3. Okay, then again j will point 4 when loop start iterating. So 4 is greater than 3. Yes, it is greater than. So now max will contain 4. So what the first element will have? It will have 4. And why I'm just again and again initializing max equals to minus 1? It is because when here max is assigning value 4. Okay. So when it is again iterate through, go to I loop. I have to just clear some things. It was creating mess here. I have to create again here. Here is creating a I equals to I max I minus 1. Okay, so it will initialize max is initialized with 4. Okay, so it will looping with 4 and 4 and 4, so it will give us minus 1 minus 1. Okay, that's why I'm just initializing again and again with minus 1. Okay, now I think I'm done with this, and now we have to run the code. Wait a minute, what's going on? ARR I equals to, I have expected minus 1 and minus 2. Oh yes, I have to just put here minus 1 now. I just see the question that I have to put minus 1. Wait a minute. Okay. So here's a slight change in the code that I have to do. That first of all I have to take it to minus 2 and I have to just put it to the equal to. That's why, because I want also to include the last second element, not exclude. Okay, then I think I have to note again and again check the condition, and I just put here that ARR dot length minus 1. It will just directly put the last element to minus 1, and that will continue and start running as to run code. You have to accept it after a time. Okay, now submit the code. Okay, so runtime is 932 millisecond and the memory you are using is 46 MB or 47 MB approx. So I am done with the question, and if you have any kind of a doubt in the question, please comment me below and just stay tuned with me, and just bye bye. Like, follow and subscribe my channel. It's very important for me and important for you too. Bye bye.